Good morning. It's Sunday morning. Yes, Sunday. Um, the this morning started off a wet walk. It was raining. I'm still like pretty soaked, but now it's nice because the sun is coming out and the temperatures came down. The humidity cut a little bit with all this breeze. And I'm sorry if you hear a lot of wind in my talking today, but with all this breeze, you can't really feel the humidity in the air, but the sun is peeking through, and it's definitely turning out to be the end of a nice walk. Scale was good to me yesterday. 3.8 pounds down. I can't really say I believe the result, but the thing is, here's how my mind works. Is it more likely that I really gained 4 pounds last week, 4.2 pounds? Is it really likely? When you start to do the math of how much food would need to be eaten to gain that much weight, right? So with that mentality, I can also have that same reverse mentality, because people tend to have the mentality like, oh, it's not a legitimate gain. But you have to have, if you're going to have that mentality, you got to have that for the losses too, right? So do I believe if I don't believe last week was a legitimate gain, then obviously this wasn't a legitimate loss. And what's the real likelihood really that last week was more like a 0.4 gain, and that's what it really turned out to be, right? The reasoning the scale goes up isn't really important, and the reason the scale goes down isn't really important. The only thing that's important in all of this, and you hear me say this all the time, but it has to get nailed in so deeply into you have to remember it on your deathbed. Like, remember what Donato said. But it literally, the only one thing that's important in this lifestyle we're trying to live is that every day you check the boxes. You check the boxes. Did you track today? Yes. Check. Did you weigh and measure today? Yes. Check. Did you move today? Yes. Check. That is the only thing that's important. The accuracy, the intensity, all of these things can be edited, right? If you don't feel like you tracked good enough, you can edit that, right? You can work on that. If you don't think you weighed and measured as much as you could have, you can edit that. Make a goal, do the work, and get better at it. That's what this whole thing is about. It's not about just saying, oh, this is what's wrong with me. This is what I just can never get it. That's not what this whole thing is about. This whole thing is about you doing what needs to be done every single day. You check the box over and over again. There's always going to be fluctuations of how good you are at something. There's always going to be fluctuations about how accurate you are with something. Always. An athlete never has his best day. I mean, it's not guaranteed he's going to have his best day every Sunday, right? Like when he's going to step on the field, football player steps on the field, there's no guarantees that today is going to be his best game. He's either going to show up or he's not going to show up. And sometimes he doesn't. And then that's when people like me are yelling and screaming at the TV, right? But there's reasons why he gets paid millions of dollars and I sit at home on a couch watching and yelling. But if he doesn't have to be perfect, neither do you, right? If he's getting paid millions of dollars to not be perfect, then can't you guys take that as a clue that maybe, just maybe, that the key to really living this healthy lifestyle life isn't perfection at all, because you weren't perfect to put yourself in this situation. Nobody is perfect, right? So you didn't do it perfectly to give yourself the problem, which means you can't do it perfectly to fix the problem. But you can do it consistently. And as long as you wake up every single day, or you know what? I'll take it another step. As long as you end every day asking yourself those questions. Did I track today? Yes, I tracked. And then did I weigh and measure today? Yes, I weighed and measured. Did I move today? Yes, I moved. All right, you checked all the boxes. The day is, put it in the win column and move on to the next day. Then when you start your day by saying, what do I do well? What don't I do well? What don't I do at all? And you could even be more direct and you could say it all about yesterday. What did I do well yesterday? What didn't I do well yesterday? What didn't I do at all yesterday? What needs most improvement? What can I do today to make tomorrow better than today? If you start every day asking yourself those questions, and then you end every day asking the other questions, you will have done everything in your power to do for that day. Like I said, the accuracy can always be edited. Nothing in life is constant. Nothing in life is 100%. Nothing in life is perfect. The sooner you realize that, the better off you'll be. If you are having a moment right now where you don't like the result you received, it doesn't matter. What you accomplished yesterday no longer matters. What I accomplished in the last 7 years no longer matters. All that matters is today and what I do with it. That's literally all that matters. And so long as you're not doing it, you're sitting in the emotion of what happened, and what you're not doing is you're not working. And so get to work, get over the emotions, and move forward. It's Sunday, it's the Lord's Day, it's family day, it's football Sunday. Enjoy your family, enjoy your worship, enjoy your football, enjoy your Sunday. I love each and every one of you. God bless you all.